Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the sustainability in the marketing and management in the emerging marketing. First of all, our presentation will start with an introduction and the stakeholders orientation and some specific strategy in some samples, followed by the managerial implications. Okay, first of all, emerging markets. So what is emerging markets? Emerging markets, in short, is a new market or undeveloped market. It's often be seen as a self-centered project and a short-term profit growth. But now we knew that to make a project or a company profitable, we should make it sustainable. So how can we make the emerging markets sustainable? And this will be the major point of today's presentation. So to be sustainable, the very first thing is stakeholders orientation. Stakeholders orientation can be defined as a point of view or a methodology to not only satisfy, to make your stakeholders happy and your which is not only look at your own profits, but also take care of your stakeholders' profits. Stakeholders here means your regulators, advocacy groups, value chain participants, even governments. And in a normative management concept, to be sustainable, satisfy only and always satisfy your customers is not a sustainable methodology, but also satisfy all your stakeholders, like I said before. So why? Because there is a strong connection between your company and your stakeholders. And this kind of connection are much more important than your short-term profit. You can simply imagine that there is a company which rob every dollars of money from all of your partners. So the partnership will easily broken, and you have to pay extra money and the times to find a new partnership, and that causes a lot of loss. And the most serious consequence will be the reputation. Reputation can be seen as influence in the crisis. That's the only reason why the other people's willing to help you when you are failed or in a crisis. And now let's welcome my friend to continue to present some specific methodology and strategies based on some samples, right? Okay.
Now I move on to the sustainable marketing. The sustainable marketing includes three aspects: environmental influence, social influence, and economic influence. Now, the first of all, we will introduce the social influence. There are some principles of the social influence. The first one is the shared standard of the truth in marketing communications. And the second one is a clear destination between advertising and measure life. The third one is endorsements should be clear and transparent. And the fourth one is consumer privacy should be maintained in all times. And the last one is government standard and regulations must be adhered and practiced by marketers. The social marketing is a philosophy that focuses on honest, fairness, and responsibility. Through wrong and right with the perspective, a journal site guidelines of the put in place to ensure the company intends to export and achieve. Also, in order to be in social marketing, the business should make honest with their clients and be satisfied in their need of their clients, and practice over time build trust to the customer and confidence in your brand intelligence. Therefore, there leads to loyalty, clients, and employee reputation. The green public relationships increase the business from the customer overseas. Now I will move on to the social influences. The social influences between 19 there we have some examples. It's between 1998 to the 2008. I think the company BHP company contribute over 140 million annually to the local area. They also employ their local laborers, contractors, and suppliers, and carry not just for the health and well-being, they also of its employees, but also working with the local communities to government to set up the programs for community health. And also they have an example of the Berkeley, a local interaction model to promote partnership with the local communities. So the local communities is very important in the social communities. And the social marketing behaviors will achieve the opposite and in time to even lead the companies into the local troubles and dissemination of the bad reputation and worse customer experience. Now we will move on to the economic influence. The economic influence is it's a good design. Sustainable marketing can leverage the power of the market to stimulate economic growth, and it can promote creation of the business opportunities involving the investment in physical, human, and organization capital. And they also, for this article, we found that BHP company then they built a house for their employees and help their children to improve their education level, to help them to fund a school to help their children to have a high level education. And the advantage of this promotion, and they can such as creative flows of the marketing product design and energy process and pollution control of the functions. I also have a example of our essays, the technical solution of these small farmers. They contribute about 115 million to help have to create a new technology to increase their product about 300%, so they can bring all the economic benefits. So the last one, we move on to environmental. The environmental is promoting of the products. As written in our IC, we have many examples for that, such as also the BHP company, and they seek to capitalize on the increase of the value customer place to friendly products and companies. Also have the example of the working with the government. In our IC, many companies cooperate with the government to involve the environmental development and environmental sustainable practice toward the business relationship level. Now we will move on to my friend to the conclusion.
Okay, at least there are some implications which we summarized from the previous samples in our original articles. First challenge to change mind. It means it can take time to change people's mind from short-term profit to a stakeholder orientation. Because since we are not a non-profit organization, so it seems to be contradictory for us, to share the company, to share the profit, or just like you give your money to your partners. The second one is success. I mean the personal definition of success. Success nowadays, the society requires a successful company to contribute to the society and of course the environment, instead of infinity asking resource from the societies and our earth. So now I can guess this is why we are learning this subject and I mean learning to be sustainable. Okay, that's almost all of our presentation. So thank you everyone.